A day ago, a communication from the army showed that President Museveni had made a decision to disband the Fisheries Protection Unit, which was until then headed by Lieutenant Colonel Mercy Tukahirwa, who had recently mobilized for votes for the president. The vice chairperson of the Association of Fishers and Lake Users of Uganda, Mustafa Ntali, welcomed the disbandment, arguing that it was long overdue.
We are so grateful. First of all, I would like to thank the President of Uganda for the immediate response of the outcry of the fishers.
Both Mustafa and Eli Ntege Wasaja, the chairperson of the National Barrier Association, an organization that brings together workers in the fishing sector, contend that the move is a political game aimed at guaranteeing Museveni and the National Resistance Movement candidates victory in the 2026 general elections.
Abayina endowooza nti President Museveni yajja amagye ku nnyanja olw'okuba ayagala bamuwa akalulu ne bwe batandibaddewo ne bwe batandivuddeko era bagenda kamuwa kubanga ow'amagye bwe yakulembeddemu okkunga ekalangala namungi w'omuntu.
I can't say that it's a political game, but I think the President has been saying this several times. Giving back the responsibility to the indigenous fishers. So if he has come up with this strategy, I think it will work.
It will be noted that the disbandment of the beach management units and the formation of the Fisheries Protection Unit was a political commitment undertaken by President Museveni ahead of the 2016 campaigns following concerns of harassment and corruption. Despite the disbandment of the Fisheries Protection Unit, the army will stay on the lakes, albeit under a new outfit named the 155th Marines Battalion, and shall be commanded by Major Joseph Sebukera. The stay of the army is supported by Ntali and Wasaja.
Amagye agabadde ku mazzi gazzeeyo mu marine gagenda kukola emirimu gy'okukuuma ennyanja nga tegali mu byennyanja. Osobola okukuuma ennyanja even though tokwata byennyanja.
However, a section of members of parliament from the fishing communities insist that the deployment of the army on the lakes is an illegality.
It's an illegality itself because as members of parliament we passed the Fisheries and Aquaculture Act in 2022 and it was assented to in 2023 the law clearly stipulates the roles of the different stakeholders in the sector, and we said that the UPDF shall only be invited if there is an emergency in the sector.
We said that the army is not supposed to be on the lake. They're supposed to be minding the borders of this country, and this is the work of police, and this has taken long, since 2022. The
deployed military personnel have in the past faced criticism for high-handedness and human rights violations.
It is not the first time to have such formations in the sector or rebrand it. Since 2017, the unit has always been rebranded and having different leadership. But when you look at the positive impacts vis-a-vis the negative impacts, you find that the negative impacts are more than the positive ones.
Unfortunately, that time there was a lot of human rights violations. People's houses were burned, certain places were condoned off, and the army now took over. People were beaten, people were killed. That was very unfortunate.
However, there is an admission that the fish population had increased in the lakes, making it one of the top exports.
In 2019, the fish was too much. We actually, we had even a strike because fish was too much and the market was not there. So the price dropped, and we even stopped to fish because fish was too much and the market was not there.
The army was deployed on the lakes in 2017 on the directives of the president following the disbandment of the beach management units. Among other reasons, the beach management units were accused of corruption through which illegal fishing gears got deployed on the lakes, leading to a dwindling fish population, a similar fate that has been faced by Fisheries Protection Unit.
We were getting involved in illegal fishing. The illegal fishing they had come to stop or make sure it ends. They were now doing this themselves. They had discovered a lot of money in the fishing industry, so they were also saying now they want to do a fishing.
So we had the 22 factories. Right now we have factories operating, they are like 6, but they are also working in under capacity. there's no fish.
Both the National Unity Platform presidential candidate Robert Chagulanyi and the Forum for Democratic Change presidential candidate Nandal Mafavi have been promising people involved in the fishing and related value chain that they would get the army away from the lakes once they are voted in office. The expectation of the fishing communities is for the deployed personnel to ensure observance of human rights even as they guard against illegal activities on the lakes. Jackson Onyango, NTV.